Hello, welcome to another episode of Nigerian Kitchen. This week, I am in Siem Reap in Cambodia, and I've only got 48 hours to see as much of the Angkor Wat Temple region and eat as much Cambodian food as I can. Okay, after what threatened to be a very bad start to the trip. So just arrived in Cambodia, and the car that came to pick me up from the airport has broken down. Not a great start. I've got like 48 hours out here, so time is pretty tight. I'm hoping we get a replacement car come along very, very soon. Like a new car has come just in time because it's actually started to rain. Thank goodness. Now, although it wasn't a great start with the car breaking down on the way to the hotel, the guys here have more than made up for it. It was a great welcome, the reception, and this hotel room is fantastic. It's massive, and the bathtub, I'm loving it. Although what's been the trend with all these hotel rooms having the bathroom fully visible from the bed? Anyway, that's another story. But I've only got 48 hours, so I can't really stay in here that much. I'm gonna need to get out. I've got Angkor Wat to visit, and I'm anxious to try some of the local Cambodian cuisine. Now, I don't know very much about Cambodian cuisine beyond the fact that it's heavily influenced by neighboring countries like Vietnam and Thailand, and even India, China, and France. So I'm excited to find out more.
This is a steamed amok fish and steamed rice here. And this is a Khmer herb for the decoration. This is a fish sauce and garlic and decoration with salad, tomato and cucumber.
Is it delicious?
Yes.
So the next morning was a nice early 4 a.m. wake up, a quick bite of a fruit breakfast, and then out to catch the sunrise over the temples at Angkor Wat. I decided to spend the day touring the Angkor Wat temples with my very good friend Jenny. Now, I must say, the scenery was so stunning, we couldn't not hold each other in a warm embrace as we stared out over the sunrise. So this morning has been about Angkor Wat and seeing the temples, and we've got the two places already. We had the one for sunrise, and it was absolutely breathtaking and really, really stunning. And then we've gone to a second temple, which is fondly called the Tomb Raider Temple. And again, really good fun, took lots of photos and videos from there. So we're at this restaurant called the Banana Tree Restaurant. A really interesting setup. So to sit in the area we're at, you basically have to take your shoes off, and basically we're essentially over a little pond with fish in it. So I'm really intrigued. Got my coffee ready, milk coffee, and we've ordered 3 dishes so far. One is fish amok. Wait, so I'm gonna have to get our friend here, Mal, to tell me a little bit about the fish amok.
Amok fish, that means they make for like the powder and lemongrass, and then with the leaf of the amok, and then with the chicken combined all together.
Right. Amok is a plant.
The amok plant, the plant that have the leaf, get the leaf of the free amok.
Ah, okay.
You can make and cut all together, and then boil hot water.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes it's like boil, make the soup. Sometimes he made the hot water like this.
Wow, fantastic. Okay, so that's basically the plant from called amok, the leaves, and I've got a chicken one in particular which has been boiled together. So this is a leaf from the amok plant. To me, it smells just like a leaf, but apparently what they do is they cut it up and boil it, and after it's boiled, then they extract a lot of it becomes a lot more fragrant. Just like this raw, it just tastes like a leaf. But it's then mixed with the amok itself. It's then also mixed with lemongrass and boiled with the chicken. So it's a type, I guess, of curry, essentially. So looking forward to that. So what is the lok lok sauce?
Lok lok sauce have the like
Lemon pepper, right?
yeah, the lemon, like chili pepper, chili, potato. I like the potato tomato.
Okay.
Technique of
Oh,
the-
nice. Okay. Loklak, from the description I've just said, sounds an awful lot like the atalilo that we have in Nigeria, which is basically red tomato stew. So apparently, again, they make the stew with the onions, lemon, tomato, and then they have the beef that they throw in really quickly and cook really quickly. So we've got the loklak, the beef loklak, the chicken amok, and then we've got a stir-fried or fried rice, which again has a local herb called mapo. I'm not quite sure what it is. So yeah, I'm looking forward to digging in and yeah, getting a little flavor of Khmer, of Cambodia. Wow, okay, so mind blown. I've just learned there is such a thing as white carrots. I've never heard of these in my life, but apparently here in Cambodia, they use these white carrots, ferment them, dry them, make them into a paste, and then that's added into the noodle soup. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, it just adds, I guess, a particular flavor to the noodle soups here in Cambodia. Okay, so we've had a couple of dishes arrive already. The first I'm going to try is this beef loklak. To me, it just looks like slightly fried beef. Let's, really fragrant smell. I'm not sure what the flavors are that are coming through, but it's really, really fragrant. It's still quite, what's the word? It's not tender beef, so you do still have to masticate quite a lot and chew through, but the flavors that are coming out are really nice. Okay, so now I'm going to try some of this chicken amok. It reminds me a little bit like in Nigeria we have this spinach stew called efo, and it reminds me a little bit like that, but the green is the leaves of this amok plant, and we've got some onions in there and then bits of chicken. So let's get in there. There's a lot of the leaves. I'm trying to get through to just get a little spoonful of the leaves. Actually, I'll try some of the leaves first without the chicken, just to get the taste. It's like, I'd say the closest thing I can describe it to is like a Thai green curry. And I guess that's probably a lot to do with the lemongrass that's in there as well. I can definitely taste something from the amok leaves, but it's not overpowering anyway. It's not a really, really strong flavor. It's quite delicate. The chicken is good. This is nice. Yeah, I'd say the closest thing I would describe that to is a green curry. Slightly milder, slightly thinner, but equally as delicious as some of the best green curries I've ever had in Thailand. This is great. So if we look, we can see the shredded amok leaves in here. So that's the bulk. It really, really does remind me a lot of efo. And efo in Nigeria is spinach, basically. Spinach, and sometimes it's cooked with melon seeds, ground up melon seeds. This is the leaves, and I'm not sure what the yellow, it must be the lemongrass. Is that right? Is this lemongrass? So there's egg also in here, which I guess gives that yellow color. Tastes nothing like efo, but it just really reminds me of it, just the look of it. Okay, and the final dish now is the fried rice. Now, I've recently done a version of fried rice, Nigerian fried rice in the kitchen. And as I was saying in that video, the technique of fried rice and what fried rice is pretty much the same across the world. And it's just the spices that you put in that really bring out the local flavors. So I'll get in here and see what makes Cambodian fried rice Cambodian. What herb again? Mapo. Now I've been told I have to have a spoonful of the rice with this mapo, which is again another type of leaf. So I'd say it feels slightly sweet, but again that might just be from the vegetables I put in there. But then that mapo is a really interesting flavour. I'm trying to think how to describe it. So yeah, the leaf, it's got an ever so slight bitterness. It doesn't hit in any way where you know, it's off-putting, but just a slight bitterness, then a fragrance that comes through, quite a leafy taste. Unusual, but very, very nice. I like that. So yeah, that definitely does make the Cambodian or Khmer fried rice stand out as different from anything I've had in the other countries around Cambodia, so Thailand, for example, or even Vietnam. Very interesting. Okay, so it's just gone 10 a.m. All done with breakfast. Would you believe that was breakfast? And it's time to get back to the temples. Okay, so we stopped for lunch. We are sitting and I can see the main temple in Angkor Wat. It's pretty amazing, and the restaurant here is called Nearly Khmer. I'm not sure what it's nearly, if it's saying the food is almost local or that it's near the Angkor region. I'm not sure, but it's an interesting name. And I've ordered just a simple soup. It's a sweet and sour soup. It's got pineapples in it, so I think some bits of lemon or melon, even some bits of melon, and it's a fish soup. I'm gonna dig right in. So as you can see, actually we've got pineapple there, we've got some tomato bits and chunks of fish, some leaves, some melon as I pointed out before, and the leaves there, and then nice big bits of ginger, hopefully, which will give it a really lovely flavor. Let's get in and try some of this. Oh wow, I'd say it's much more sweet than it is sour. It's only the aftertaste actually that comes through that's a bit more sour. So it's unusual. I haven't had a soup like this. Having something so sweet for a main. I'd have to say the first couple of spoonfuls, I wasn't sure. I'm not gonna lie. But actually the more you have, the more you want. And it's strangely refreshing for a sweet soup. Actually, having it with the rice makes it even better because it actually dampens a little bit of the sweetness and the other flavors start to come through. Yeah, so actually the sourness and so some of that acid there comes through much more actually when you have it with the rice. Yeah, this is good. A nice, simple, local lunch. Honestly, I was skeptical at the start, but I'm loving this now. What a day. So my friend and I got up this morning at 4:30 to set out to Angkor Wat to go and see the temples, and it has been incredible. Such a feast for the eyes. But not only that, it was fantastic to also get a chance to try local Khmer Cambodian food, and it was really against expectations because I guess I came expecting it to be very, very similar to maybe Vietnamese food or even Thai food that I've had lots and lots before. But each dish that I had today had something distinctive about it that really did localize it. So for example, the fried rice, there was a herb that was used in there that I'd never heard of or tasted before. The lok lap, which is the kind of stir-fried beef. Again, they used different ingredients and spices in there that I hadn't come across. White carrots, which I'd never heard of. It was so interesting to see that even though Cambodia now is relatively small, it used to be massive, massive years and years ago, but a relatively small country still is quite localized or has quite local dishes. But at the same time, it's interesting to see dishes that in some ways remind me of dishes we have in Nigerian cuisine. So the fish amok that we had today, there was the amok leaves that were used in that, and it just reminded me so much of the spinach stew that we have in Nigeria. So I've been really pleased with today and what I found out about Cambodia food. Now, the sun is going down, the pool is there enticing and calling me. It's been such a long day, so I'm gonna go for a swim and relax by the pool and have a last Cambodian dinner of soft fried crabs with a Khmer paste. Sounds absolutely delicious. The waiter is calling me right now, so I'm gonna go down. Thank you so much guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.
Oh, sometimes I just feel like I wanna sing. Oh, sometimes I just feel like I wanna sing.